Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon Infinite Fusion Randomized Nuzlocke. This is part 13, and this is also your obligatory I am going to get distracted from the main path episode. Because we do have a couple things that we can do as little side adventures, one of which is we have all of the trainers over here on Route 11 that we can battle, which will all have custom sprites, obviously, and I do want to just chill out, see how many cool custom sprites we can find. Then we've also got Route 9 and Route 10 before Rock Tunnel, which will have encounters and more trainers. There's going to be a whole lot of fights against a whole lot of custom sprites this episode, which sounds like a good time, but we probably aren't going to make a whole lot of progress in Rock Tunnel or anything like that. That'll all be next time. For now, we're here to chill. I just want to make sure that everyone is on the same page right from the get-go of we aren't going to be progressing today, okay? And that's fine. What we are going to do, though, is see some multi-headed Charmeleon monsters, apparently, which I'm all for. Boomerang should absolutely annihilate this. I love the purple color of the tail. I'm gonna have speed up on for at least the start while we're going through these very first trainers on Route 11, because I'm mostly just here to see if we missed anything super cool. That Psyduck is the exact opposite of super cool. That is super confused, if anything. But I'm here to see if I missed anything that is incredibly interesting. Maybe I didn't. I feel like it's worth a check. Then when we get to Route 9 and we start actually going along routes that we haven't been on before, then I think we'll go ahead and take the speed up off. Right now, we're going to embrace it. And we're going to bully things with Eugene. I'm going to try and get our fake out users a little bit of XP today. See, now that's cool. See, now this is why I came here. I would have missed this. I don't want to miss this. Azumarill Charizard. Actually, kind of terrifying. I love the zigzag tail of, like, Azurill's tail. Azumarill, I suppose. Could also be Azurill. I guess it doesn't have... Oh, no, it does have to be Azumarill because I see the Ma in the middle of its name, but really cool sprite. I love the blend of colors, to be honest. It's going to get absolutely annihilated by the Swift because it is a weaker Pokemon than us by like 6 levels, but super cool sprite. Super cool sprite. Hey, Dave, can I have that? What do you want? Leave me alone? Do you want a rematch? Honestly, it wouldn't be bad XP. We are not lacking in XP in any way, so I don't feel like I need to actually train up. But training up in Infinite Fusion is not a hard thing to do at all. Pika Vile. Pikachu is vile. Finally, I feel validated for my opinion. Does get flinched. Good. I'm just going to cut. It's always a little bit scary to use a 95% accurate move on an ice type when we're weak to ice, but it's fine. And Pinmanda. That sounds like something weak to rock. That is, in fact, going to be very weak to rock. Also, is... Sometimes these pop out of the woodwork every now and again. Is that a custom sprite? Is it? Did this get a custom sprite maybe because you wanted to add Pinsir Charizard to the pool? And that meant that you had to add something as, like, the pre-evolutions? I feel like that's what happened there. It costs 2,000 to play, but I'll give you something good if you win. I do have a lot of money. I don't remember what this game is. You know how to play Blackjack. Oh, no. I'll hand you cards. The total of your cards has to be as close as possible to 21. This is the obligatory distraction episode, and I'm living up to the name. If you go over 21, I win. The total of your cards is closer to 21 than the total of mine, you win. Here's your first card. 4. He gets... Okay, well, again. Roll 12. Roll 22. He busts. I win. He busts. Excuse you. Can't do that. Alright, here's the prize I promised you. A luxury ball. I don't know if it's the same prize every time guaranteed, but if that's going to be the prize that I can get, then I'm not too interested. I'm also happy just walking away with my 100% win rate. That's fine with me. Arca Q. He's so fluffy. He's so fluffy. That's so fluffy. We should be fine against this. I can't think of any reason why we wouldn't Boomerang. We might even be able to fake out, because I don't remember Mimikyu's primary typing, but Boomerang will work either way, and should be nice and super effective. That is some good damage. After the Intimidate, we can do that again. No missing. No missing. Nice. Good job, Mibbles. We do obviously get outsped, because we are, in fact, paralyzed, so I should probably not have Mibbles in front. In fact, we'll go ahead and put Skills back in front, shall we? We'll let Skills get some XP. It's time for Skills to shine, now that I'm not afraid of it getting annihilated in a gym. Dit Kip. It's just a Play-Doh Mudkip. That's all I see. It's actually just a Play-Doh Mudkip. I feel like we should be okay. I'm just gonna Draining Kiss. I don't like Bide, but we do KO it in 2 turns, so that's fine. Bide can be a scary move. And Chinbee. Chinchou Magby? We should be fine against that too. Chinchou Krabby. We're a little bit less fine against that, because that is a double water type pairing, meaning it will have water type moves. If it was part Magby, I was confident we could just hit it with a rock type move before I got any attack off. But against a guaranteed water type move, I'd rather play it safe. I'm not letting skills get hurt. And then Chinchou Horsey. Everyone's coming out to play. You know what? I could stay in and Razor Leaf again, or I could spark it with this. Unless you have Volt Absorb. It didn't have Volt Absorb. Never mind. Okay, well. There they go. That was electric. It was. I'm looking for an electric type Pokemon. Do you want to trade me one for my Magna Thing? It's like he's trying to say magnifying glass. It's like he's really trying to start saying that, but just got lost halfway and gave up. And that's a mood. that's just a mood. I could have had a Ryukan. You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad about the failed encounter now. And we found 2k, which means we got our money back from the gambler. Nice. Nice. I wonder what else we could have found on some of these routes. Part of me is really curious to, like, run around on these routes and see what else I could find. Part of me doesn't want to in case I could have missed something incredible. Like, do I really want to know if I could have missed, like, the greatest sprite in the game? Speaking of the greatest sprite in the game, that's up there. That's certainly up there. That is one cursed body. That is... I want to peek inside. It's like the Mimikyu thing where everyone kind of wants to see what Mimikyu looks like underneath it. I want to look inside at what, like, lies beneath that chest. I'm very curious, but I shouldn't be, because I'm pretty sure that's how you die, actually. Just nice and simple. I think that's how you actually die. What type are you? You are water, ghost ground. Water, ghost ground. One of those. So Eugene should be fine in almost every situation other than a strong poison type move. Iron defense. Well, we're gonna Razor Leaf. That does respectable damage. Considering how much damage that did, he might be water ground. That might be 4 times super effective. Because he did iron defense. Hard to tell. And Aerotops. That sounds like a cool fusion. Aerodactyl Kabutops. That sounds pretty scary. I'm going to go into Wizard for a Steel type move, because it should definitely be Rock. In fact, it might be Rock Water. Well, if it's Rock Water, then it's weak to Electric. If it's Rock Flying, then it's weak to Electric either way. I'm getting tongue-tied because I'm looking at the sprite, and I'm going to be honest, it wasn't quite as cool as I thought it was going to be. I like the crack in the ground under one of its wings. That's a good touch. That's a really good touch. Shockwave absolutely annihilates it. Destroyed. Want to play a game? No. No. I don't know if we actually get different items for different people that we beat, but I'm not going to worry about it. Pokero. Scramble? Is that you? Do you live on, Scramble? Kind of. Can't believe it. He's still there. Playing alongside us. And Marowak. Murkrow Marowak, so dark ground. Wizard can Aura Sphere that. We're immune to ground, using our immunities. Aura Sphere. Bonked, deleted, destroyed. I do have a problem with I keep going into Wizard for fighting type moves when we literally have a fighting type Pokemon with our starter, but it doesn't have Aura Sphere. Another Marowinch. Okay, maybe we did get the cool sprite and I just messed it up, which is unfortunate. But sometimes that's how it be. Trying to get to Fuchsia City, but this huge Pokemon has been blocking the way for days. I tried everything, but it won't budge at all. Going to Lavender Town? I'm afraid you'll have to go all the way through Rock Tunnel then. There's no way around it. This is actually another good reason of why randomizing after Celadon would be a really good idea. We get to Celadon, we grab the Snorlax in Celadon, and then we re-randomize, and this Snorlax will also then still be a static encounter, but it won't also just be the same static Snorlax. I like that. I like that. And then obviously Magikarps will be re-randomized and stuff like that for other routes that have less options. So yeah, that seems like a good point to re-randomize. Halfway through as well, 4th gym badge. I like this. I'm looking for a nocturnal Pokemon called Venonat. Would you like to trade one for my Mareep? To be honest, maybe. Mareep is a better Pokemon than Venonat, and anyone that says differently, I'm sorry, but you're a little bit wrong. Just a little bit. With that said and done, that is this route cleared. My distraction is over. Let's go and make our way to Route 9, where we will have actual progress. We do have a TM on the way, though, which will be randomized. TM67 Retaliate. Oh boy, boosted damage after we have ourselves a Pokemon get KO'd. I don't think I'm going to be using that, you know? I just don't think that's going to be all that useful for us. I really don't. Alright, Route 9. Actual progress time. We do have an encounter on this route, and we do have a bunch of trainers on this route. Let's go ahead. We can keep leading with skills. That should be absolutely a-okay. And let's start battling some trainers, get some of these trainers thinned out in case we need to, like, run back in a panic or anything. We don't want to try and skip any of these just yet. That is a really cool Vileplume. That is a very cool Vileplume. I don't want to get bonked by a strong grass-type move, so I am afraid of this. Also, very pretty. It is very pretty. How to deal with you. Honestly, why is it just Wizard? His typing is just so good. You know, it just resists everything. It resists grass, it resists ice, it resists psychic, it's immune to poison. It's just got such a good type. It's hard not to use it at, like, every opportunity. And we have Metal Claw. It is only neutral because it does have Jinx's psychic typing, but it's still enough for an easy 2-hit KO without too much of a worry. Just such a good typing. And Chandelette, which is Ghost Ground, I think it's Ghost Ground. One day I'll remember. One day. Mibbles should be okay in this situation. Mibbles, did you have Bite? You have Bite. Yeah, I think Mibbles can go ahead and bite this thing. Shouldn't have too much trouble. Unlike Eugene, who would be weak to fire. He's gonna Shadow Punch me. Gonna do it. He's got those fists lit up and ready to go. He's not gonna do anything, never mind. He was outsped and he got absolutely bonked. I feel a little bit bad. And you're dumb. Hey, don't call me that. Hey, why? Alicia, why are you calling me dumb? This is rude. I'm staying in. It is Yamask Beldum. That's cool. That's really cool. That makes me curious about Yamask and Metagross also. Because that actually looks... For such a simple design, I really like that. I like that way more than I probably should. I'm just going to bite again. I don't think we have any reason not to. But it's cool. My Technician. You give that back. You give that back right now at the end of this battle. I need that back. It's carrying me. I need it. We do not care about Taunt either. I see one Pokemon. Do you want a rematch? No. I should be going ahead and clicking on some of these trainers a little bit more, just in case they have freebies. Great, I was bored, eh? I want that TM. And I sure hope it's better than Retaliate. Patortle? No. No. No, no one asked for this. No one asked for this. What type are you again? You're water, and Paris is... I actually don't know Paris's primary type. I avoid Paris like the plague. But it's bug or grass. Ew is all I can think. I can only think ew. Wizard should be fine. We're neutral to water, but resist everything Paris has. I don't know why I'm acting like Paris is the scarier of the two Pokemon, but, you know, that's what my brain has done. And we're just going to Shockwave, because it's at least neutral. Paris is, in fact, primary bug. There you go. I learned something today. And Startress. Starmie Fortress, huh? Water Steel. We're staying in. And Shockwaving again. That fits. That fits well. Wide plus potential Sturdy is actually a little bit scary. Never mind. never mind. I take it all back. Fortress has no special defense and didn't have Sturdy. TM71 Stone Edge. Ooh. Ooh. Well, you know me. I don't like moves that can miss, but that is a good move. It is a very good move. Skittles can learn Stone Edge. It's very tempting. Have I used Headbutt a single time? I don't know if I've used Headbutt a single time. I don't know if I would ever use Headbutt over any of these other moves. Like, if I need a neutral move that Rock and Fairy doesn't hit, I'm sure Iron Head will hit. The only thing that it doesn't is, like, Steel, but Headbutt doesn't hit that anyway. I think we're getting rid of Headbutt. There is a slight world where Stone Edge is more useful. If we ever are being outsped, which, to be honest, even if we are being outsped, Rock Tomb will lower their speed and then we'll outspeed. Basically just if we really need big damage or we're going to get one shot. But you never know, that could happen. Mibbles can also learn it. Mibbles... Ground rock coverage is perfect coverage. It does allow you to hit everything in the game for neutral. Or at least this applied like a generation ago. I don't know if there's something out now that doesn't, but it's such a good pairing offensively. Defensively, awful. 4 times weak to water, 4 times weak to grass, garbage. But offensively, it's great. However, at the moment, Bite is very, very useful for us because we don't have great ways to deal with ghosts. We don't have like a dark type on the team. If we get a dark type on the team, maybe we replace Bite with Stone Edge because we'll have something else to deal with it. That's kind of my mindset at the moment. If Stone Edge was 100% accurate, I'd probably do it. That's simple. But it's not. Tampa Chris sends out a Zuma Vial. Interesting. Very interesting. This could have huge power and a water type move. So, I'm running away in fear. And I think I'm going to go into... Tortellini resists water, dark, and ice? That sounds pretty good to me. This should be water and ice, meaning double kick should do some good damage. Double special attack with potential huge power, meaning no matter what this thing goes for, it's gonna do big damage. Okay, we need to one-shot you now. I don't want to get hit by any kind of crazy move. That was good. Give me another one. That's wild. That was wild. I guess we'll never know how scary that could have been, huh? I guess we'll never know. Wow. Wow. Okay. And then Ledywag, which we clearly need to bring out our strongest Pokemon for, because a Ledima Poliwag, I mean, does anything get scarier than that? I don't know. I don't... Look at him. That's a butt. That's just a front butt. A straight up front butt. Ow. 2 damage. He Mark Punched me without any arms. Did he use... Did he thrust his front butt into me at Mach speed? These are questions that I am asking. Alright, we do have an encounter though, so shall we go ahead and see what we can maybe get as an encounter? We can lead with Tortellini because it does have Thunder Wave at the end of the day. And let's see what we can get. I'm going to ignore that trainer. Our encounter for Route 9 is going to be... Do we count this as it is not actually a custom sprite? I don't want to. I don't want to count this. I didn't expect this, so I didn't have a rule set in place from the beginning, and I'm sorry about that, but I don't want to have a giant question mark pop up on my screen, and I'm sure everyone can understand that. I'm sure Kingler Pophagrigus is a great Pokemon, and it might be very handy. It's a fully evolved Pokemon that is very good. I'm not doing this because I think the Pokemon is bad, but I am going to run and re-encounter because I do think it would be silly for her to have a custom sprite only run and then catch something that's not a custom sprite. So I am going to re-encounter this. Just to set the record straight. Okay, that's dupes as well. If there's nothing else we can catch on the route, I'll take it. But I would like a custom sprite. Like this. This is fine. I'll take the Togatoad. This is going to apply for every encounter in the future, just so we're clear that it is going to be a set rule. If the Pokemon does not have a custom sprite, I'm going to re-encounter it. Or anything. I don't care if it's Dragonite Charizard. Dragonite Charizard obviously has a custom sprite. I'd be very surprised if it didn't. But let's say, you know, Legendary paired with something and it doesn't have a custom sprite, I will still re-encounter it. Cool. Glad we got that out of the way. I am going to go ahead. I'm actually afraid of this. I am actually slightly afraid of this. We are also nearly 10 levels higher than it, so I am going to Thunder Wave. Extreme Speed is fine. Togekiss's moveset early is a little bit scary because it can get like Extreme Speed and a Fairy move and Air Slash and all of that. It doesn't like gain them by level up, which means that it can have a little bit of a scary moveset. I think as long as we defensively go into Wizard, because Wizard can just tank anything, anytime, forever, we should be fine. We resist the Extreme Speed, the Fairy moves, the Flying moves, all of that. We're going to very carefully make sure that we are clicking on Bag before we start throwing Pokeballs. Just so we're clear on that one. And let's go ahead and use Fusion Balls, because I bought Fusion Balls as everything we're going to be encountering is going to be fused somehow. Which should, in theory, mean some easy... No. No. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing the Aura Sphere thing. That'll hurt. Really good against my team, actually. I'm going into Fangale because it does have the Intimidate, which will help against the Extreme Speed. We resist Aura Sphere. And we are still decently tanky. I'm even going to heal as well. I'm making sure that we catch this with as much ease as possible. What other moves do you have? Air Slash? Okay, good. We resist Aura Sphere and Air Slash. This basically just has a Togekiss moveset. I haven't seen anything to do with the Politoed yet. Nice. Okay, good. Good. We get ourselves the Togatoad. Togatoad is kind of funny to say. I almost don't want to change it. The Frog Jubilee Pokemon, Fairy Water. It will appear where there is strife. It is said that the longer and curlier the hair, has some pretty spiky hair, the more respect it earns from its peers. This is not getting any respect. This is getting zero respect. I'm calling it Polge. I don't know why I want to call it Polge. How do I spell Polge? How would you spell Polge? It was just the word that came into my head. Probably because of Politoed, don't get me wrong, but Polge. I feel like it's 2 L's. I want a J in there. What about Podge? Podgy! Podgy's kind of cute. It also makes me think of Bocchi. From an anime called King's Ranking. Good anime, by the way. Very good anime. But we're calling it Podgy. I like Podgy. Nice. Nice. I'm pretty happy with that encounter overall. I'm glad that there was a custom sprite here at least. And let's go ahead and battle you. Like I said, if there's ever not if there's ever not any other option, we'll go ahead and grab the Pokemon. But for the most part, we're gonna try and get custom sprites. Gen Clang. Ghost Steel, huh? Ghost Steel. We are 4 times weak to Steel. We are not staying in at all. What we are doing is we are going into Mibbles. And we are going to bite this thing. Nice immunity to Ghost type moves. Confuse Ray is annoying. That's all it is. It's only annoying. It could have Levitate, so I guess we're going for Bite. That's annoying. Curse. I swap out into Eugene and watch him curse again and take himself out, yes? Gear Grind. Okay. Glad I didn't stay in with skills, because that would annihilate skills' entire HP bar. We bite. No need for another curse. That should be nice and easily taken out. Okay, nice. I like the Clown Nose as well. Skills wants to learn Rock Slide. There's so many good Rock-type moves. There's so many. I kind of want to keep Rock Tomb. I do prefer Rock Slide to Stone Edge. I really do. We Rock Tomb once, we lower their speed, we then start outspeeding because, to be honest, Sylveon's speed stat isn't the worst. It's not good, but after a speed drop, it should outspeed everything pretty easily. And then we can start getting Rock Slide flinches, which is more accurate as well, so it's less likely to just miss in an important situation. Sorry, Stone Edge, you were useful for all of about 2 seconds. And Skill Swap, no. There's also Molluus. Moltres? And then Us. My brain went to Reuniclus, but that is not even close. I'm gonna go into skills, because I can only think of Moltres right now, and I don't want to sit here for like the next 10 minutes trying to figure out what it could be. Moltres Zweilous. It's kind of cool. It is kind of cool. We should be fine here. I'm actually going to use the Rock Slide that we just got. See, we don't even outspeed. I say we don't even outspeed, like we would outspeed a Moltres. I don't know why I would assume we would ever outspeed a Moltres with a layer on Sylveon, but my mind for a second there was like, I can use the new move. Do you want another battle? No. I am going to go and heal. Let's go up the top way and see if we can make it to the Pokemon Center this episode. If we make it to the next Pokemon Center, I'll feel pretty happy. Arzing. That's a very fitting fusion, just because Arbok Weezing in the anime with, you know, Jesse and James just makes a lot of sense. So I like the fact that that's fused. It's kind of cool that the baby one is also an Ekans, like the baby head of the Weezing. That's just a good designed sprite, to be honest. That's just well designed. We are neutral to poison, so we should be fine staying here in Rock Tomb. And this time we outspeed. I just don't know speed tiers of fused Pokemon, which I guess shouldn't be too surprising. But we can go ahead and Rock Slide in that case for even more damage and the flinch chance. We have not been poisoned. Once again, the chance of the flinch. There it is. There it is. And I don't want to miss the last hit, so I'm just going to Iron Head. Nice. Nice and clean. Good job, Skittles. Get in there. And Clinklet wants to come out. Steel and Ground. Or Ghost. Still the amount of times that I have seen Golett. You know what? 1 second. Golett. It's time. It's time, so I stop doing this every time. It is primary ground, then it is Ghost. Okay. Ground, then Ghost. So this is Steel Ghost, meaning we bite it. Just so that we can get that out of the way, because for some reason, Golett is... we just never remember. That's kind of cool. The drill that can pierce the heavens from Gurren Lagann. It's Ground Ghost. Steel. Steel. Not Ground Ghost, it's Steel Ghost. Steel Ghost. Ground Ghost is the Golett type. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my mind from all of these fusions. I've seen too many fused Pokemon. All I can think about is that Azumarill Charizard. It's not my fault, okay? It's in the back of my mind, like, damn, I want that. And I can't have it. That is cursed. It's just cursed. It's also getting absolutely annihilated by this Brave Bird. Not super effective, but I mean, it's part Badoo, so it's not going to be strong enough to live it. And Pori Licky, this is going to be horrible. This is going to be the worst thing we see today, isn't it? We should be fine with Wizard. This is going to be horrifying. It's awful. It's the worst thing I've seen. Aura Sphere this guy. Get him out of here. Annihilate him. I don't want to see it. Knock off. That will hurt. It hurt a little bit. I don't think... I mean, he had the attack boost. I was surprised that actually did that little, considering that was attack boosted. And I am holding an item. Right? Yeah, I am holding an item. That should have done way more in my opinion, but whatever. We apparently just snuck past that guy, and I am fine with that because I want to make it to the Pokemon Center. Aren't you a little toughy? Nope. Not at all. Like Alan sends out Sand Row. I like it. It's simple, but I like it. I am going to swap out so we don't get hit by any ground-type moves. Not that we have anything great to go into, to be honest. I guess Mibbles is neutral at least, in every way. And we have Fake Out for big ol' Fake Out damage, that's fine. And between a good old Fake Out and a Cut, will that be enough? It might not be. It'll be close. It is enough. Okay, nice. Good job, Mibbles. El Drio. Is this going to be a triple-headed Bellsprout? Is 2 L's, so yes. A triple-headed Bellsprout, huh? I mean, I feel like we just Brave Bird that, correct? And Galai just comes out and goes swish, swish, swish all over my screen. That is, in fact, a triple-headed Bellsprout with the little leaf arms. I do like the little leaf arms. I do. I'm sorry, Beldrio. You are going to be annihilated by this Brave Bird. Recoil damage will slowly add up, though. And you just want a rematch. Everyone just wants a rematch. Can I sneak past you? I can sneak past you. And I think we will save the other encounter for next time, as I do want to wrap things up right here with this good old Pokemon Center for this episode. This was the good old distraction episode with a whole lot of battles. Next episode, we'll probably finish up the rest of those battles because I still want to see if they have any cool sprites that we might miss. And then we have a Route 10 encounter, a Rock Tunnel encounter, and then all of Rock Tunnel, which will take some time. So, if you guys have enjoyed this episode, leave a like down below, hit the subscribe button, and without further ado, bye.